good to meet you.
You too. Hi.
Good to meet you. Thank you for coming and doing this.
Of course. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, this is your first podcast. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's real cool. But yeah, for my day job, I work as a manager for a security company, and
cool.
yeah, I mean, I like it. It pays the bills. I work from home.
That's nice.
And that's a new like freedom I've never had before.
Yeah.
Where it's just since like the pandemic, I've never just been like in one spot.
My brother does that too.
Regulating myself.
Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't be able to stay focused, to be honest with you.
Are you the kind of person that needs structure?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, are you a teacher by day?
No. So I haven't had like a day job per se in a long time, but right now I do work for like a makeup company in the mornings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're all entertainment all the time. Good.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's a tough thing to, because I mean, I'm not talking shit, but like there's a lot of people just in general that are like, oh, my passion or whatever it is, whatever entertainment or fun thing I do, that fuels the day job. And it's like, well, I just saw you doing DoorDash, so I don't think you're right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, but just be real about it.
Right. No,
so good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. Like I said, well, I worked at Nordstrom Rack for like 3 years, but that was right before the pandemic and as the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
And then after that, I got into full-time film and I haven't looked back since.
So have you always, so you're a card-carrying SAG actress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you work in the costume department as well. Have you always been into film, or is this something that kind of fell into your lap? Okay.
No, like if you ask my mom, I would watch like I Love Lucy as a kid, which is kind of weird.
Fuck, dude, I grew up watching Andy Griffith.
Fuck, I love Andy Griffith.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I Love Lucy is my favorite. But I would literally ask my mom, how do I get in there? Like in the TV. And she teases me all the time that I'm in it now. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Growing up, because I feel like everybody, when you look back on your life, and this is a uniquely Western American privilege where we get to look back and like there's pop culture things that kind of like stood out in our childhoods. Is it like a TV show for you aside from I Love Lucy? Is it is it a movie? Is it like an actor? Like
There's a couple, to be honest with you. Like I was a big Disney Channel kid.
Okay.
I'm a Disney adult.
Yeah.
I'm shamefully a Disney adult, but
hey, again, at least you're honest about it.
We all have Disney.
We all have mental illness, and
Fuck you.
and yeah, there it is. There we go.
But no, I love Disney. Anyway, so I grew up watching like Hannah Montana and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which I had a full circle moment with that. I'll get back to that later. But there was this movie called Crossroads with Britney Spears. Have you ever seen that?
I've heard of it.
Oh my gosh. I loved that movie. Like, I love the costumes in that movie. I just love, like, Y2K fashion. There's this movie called Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. Have you seen that one with Lindsay Lohan and Megan Fox?
I was a kid, yeah.
Oh,
Megan Fox was in that.
Yeah, she was. She played the bitch, but she played it so well.
Yeah.
As she does.
Yeah, Jennifer's Body is a great movie, too.
Oh, I love that movie. It's a classic.
Holy shit, I forgot she was in that movie. Yeah, I remember. So my mom, sorry to
you're good. Go ahead.
My mom, when I was a little kid, she worked at Radio Disney when that was a thing.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
That's
and so
cool.
I remember every now and again, Radio Disney would like host or sponsor or something these like movie premieres like the Disney movies at the theaters. And I remember I went to the one for Confession. No, it wasn't like a big thing. It was just we're gonna get like
it wasn't a big thing.
The stars didn't show up or anything. It was just like, hey, look, this movie's coming out.
But that's still so cool.
Yeah, oh, thank you. And so I remember I went with her, I tagged along with her. She was like emceeing it or whatever. And then I was like sitting in the theater. And then she comes and she goes, "Oh yeah, what movie is this?" And she opens up her little pamphlet. She goes, "Oh yeah, my son's not watching this," and yanks me out of the thing. Improvised Intelligence is sponsored by the amazing people over at Chop Chili. If you've been a long time listener to the podcast, you know that this is my favorite brand of chili here in New Mexico. Pretty much put it on every meal that I can. They've got red chili, green chili. My personal favorite is this blend of the red and the green. I think this stuff is phenomenal. They also have frozen bags of green chili that you can order directly from their website at chopchilico.com. You can also find them in stores around the state of New Mexico at Sprouts, Albertsons, Farmers Country Market, John Brooks, Keller's Farm Store, Lowe's Market. And you can also find them in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Hobbs, Gallup, Tucumcari. And for all my friends in Texas, they are in El Paso. Again, chopchilico.com. Go get yourself some amazing chili. Now back to the podcast.
Oh, no. Why?
It's a very religious household.
Okay, got it.
So I'm sure there's something about the whatever outfit or whatever. Like, I was not allowed to watch Harry Potter. It was that kind of household.
So it's funny when people talk about that.
Yeah.
Not to like get off track here.
Yeah.
But I didn't grow up necessarily in a religious household, but I did grow up going to church. Like my brother and I, we went to youth group a lot. I kind of fell out of that, but when we were in youth group, with our youth group, we went to the Harry Potter premieres.
No shit.
Isn't that weird?
Bunch of rebels.
Yeah. But like it was our like youth group pastor, leader, whatever that would like plan it. You know what I mean? And we would all dress up and go to the premieres.
Well, because he didn't drink the Kool-Aid.
I mean, they did, trust me, but like not with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not with that. Not as bad as some.
Fair enough. Well, because I'm still Christian, and I can look at stuff and be like, okay, this is clearly like you need to take art for what it is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, and don't get me wrong. Like, and just like with any other religion, there are things that are created that are just outright blasphemous.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, because I'm a free speech absolutist.
Right.
You have every right to do that. Mm-hmm. Like my brain just always goes to let the free market take care of that. Like if you make something that's outright making fun of like a religious figure or a political thing or a whatever, you have every right to do that.
Yeah.
Now, if nobody buys it or if who you think the wrong person is or wrong group of people buys it, well, then that's just the free market acting on its own. Yeah. That's fine. Sure. That's hilarious. A bunch of kids from the local church going to watch Harry Potter.
I mean, it was great. That's why, like, when people growing up would tell me that they weren't allowed to watch it, I was like, why? You know what I mean? What do you think about it now as an adult?
Well, I think it's stupid. Like, I think I should make this clear, as I have many times. I'm in no position in my life to have kids. I have no desire to have kids. I don't know what it's like to parent, anything like that. But I look at stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, well, what's because also you got to think about too when Harry Potter was coming out, what were the big political conversations at the time? Right. What were obviously a lot of that is going to be on the right side of the aisle. So I was like, okay, who were the big talking heads that were talking about this outside of the pastors? Like who's really, because you go to your church maybe once, maybe twice a week. Mm-hmm. But what are you spending your time elsewhere that's giving you the message that Harry Potter is evil? Oh, it's Fox News. Okay. So what else was Fox News talking about at the height of it? Oh, they're pushing the war in Iraq. Oh, they're saying Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass. Oh, so they're just lying about Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, context matters. So exactly. So you know, it's people, and I don't really fault. I don't fault people too much, especially back then. This is before social media. This is before we have so much access to information. Like, we had access to information back then, but like it's so easily now accessible. And these are people that have families. They have full-time jobs. They don't have time to sit down, like you were talking with your brother earlier. They don't have time to sit down, and because I'm that political dork too, where I'll like sit down and I like read articles and I try to read as many books as I can, and people don't have time for that. People don't have time to, whatever. So they're like, hey, I'll turn on the O'Reilly factor. I can't wait for him to get into the no spin zone. Oh my God. And then he's going to download into my brain everything I need to know. And then I'm going to go spit it out the water cooler. I
haven't heard that name in so long. The fucking O'Reilly factor.
Well, I don't know if you heard what happened to him. Decisions he decided to make, but but you get my point.
Another time.
Yeah. So that's what I think. I think it's people getting fed. It's like window shopping for your ideas.
Right.
People get fed they get fed information from corners of the world or corners of media that they're comfortable with listening to. And they kind of just run with it. And I think that's one of the things that I really like about, say what you want about, like, I don't know, what do you call them now? Not Gen Z, but the whoever is between the ages of 16 and 20 right now. like those people.
Is it X? I don't know.
No, Gen X was the 90s, I think.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But anyway, those group of people, I think, with them growing up in social media, I think a lot of them are waking up to the idea that it's like, hey, I like this side, but like, I just want to be a human.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I think about growing up with that.
I mean, I can't imagine like growing up with social media so young, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, I mean,
like,
I don't go out to eat too much, but whenever I do go out to a restaurant and you see the family sitting at the booth and the kids stuck on the iPad.
It drives me freaking nuts. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I don't have a kid either, so I can't talk on that. But it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, because it's like, I get, again, on paper, it's like you want the little fucker to shut up.
But will he?
Right. Well, if they're on that iPad, they will. It's like you want them to shut up. But then on the other hand, it's like, that's when you got to be a parent, man.
Right.
And I don't know. We aren't obviously going to know the effects of this until 30, 40 years down the road. But I think when that time comes, they're going to look back at the generation of kids that grow up as iPad babies. Mm-hmm. And iPad children, and they're gonna say that's the due to the effects of that and the development of the brain, that's gonna be a form of child abuse.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's got to be some kind of form of neglect,
right?
You know, because at least like when I was a little kid and I was putting time out, you know, I just stared at the wall. You know what I mean? Like it was
like put in the corner.
Yeah, you put in the you put. I swear, because my grandfather, he was a home builder. And he built my parents' house, I just remember there was a part. I haven't thought about this in a long time. There's like down the hallway before it split off into bedrooms. There's a random corner that was sliced out that made no sense at all. But I'm pretty sure they just built it.
Your timeout corner?
I think they built it just to have a timeout corner.
I love that. That's so freaking funny.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But anyway, so you grew up a Disney kid.
I did. I grew up a Disney kid. I loved all of the like ridiculous outfits they did, like layering the striped leggings with the skirts and the million tank tops. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just always noted everything and I loved it. Specifically in Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, like the closing musical number, like that pink and orange outfit, like any Disney kid will know, but I just loved it even back then. And I wanted to like make that stuff. I don't make clothes now, but I just loved it. So I was always interested in acting. Like even today, that's kind of like my main goal in life, to be honest with you. But I always knew that I wanted to be involved somehow. Like that's what I say. Like I like just being a part of the process.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So how do you even because becoming a part of SAG, for instance,
right?
How do you go about doing that? Because stuff in entertainment is just so out there for most people.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know how to get into stand-up coming out of Albuquerque. I thought you had to go to LA or New York.
That's what a lot of people think.
It's like, no, there's open mics in town. That's crazy.
Right, yeah. No, so for me, I mean, it's different for everybody, but for me, like, there was a Disney Channel movie called Lemonade Mouth. It was filmed in like 2011, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head, but my best friend at the time, her house was being used as like a film location there, and our moms were friends at the time, and her mom asked if my friend and I could be background in it.
Oh shit.
We were like 13, 14 years old, so we did that, and I loved it. I loved being on set. I loved watching them do everything. Like we were having lunch with the crew. I felt so cool. And I don't know.
I'm sure you felt safe too.
Yeah. No, I did. It was really fun.
Cool.
I really liked it. It was a really good memory. And so after that, I told my mom, I was like, this is what I wanted to do. And that's what I did.
Were your, if you mind me asking, at the time, were your parents together?
No, my parents were never married.
Okay.
So
was your mom supportive of you getting into entertainment in general?
Yes. She always was, and from then on, she always drove me to like set, because you can be on set as a minor, but up until you're 18, you have to have a guardian with you, and you can only work like 8 hours, something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Well, that's why it took so long to get the like the Home Alone movies made and all that. Because Macaulay Culkin, they wanted to work him like a fucking horse.
You can't. There's child labor laws.
Yeah, which is good.
Yes, and they have to go to school. Like there's be teachers on set. There's like set parents besides the parents. Like there's people there to make sure like everything's being followed correctly.
See, and I always wonder, like, so if the parent, so you have to have a legal, like your legal guardian with you
have to have
on set.
a legal guardian. So, like, for example, I was just recently working on a show that's still currently filming, and there's a lot of kids on that set. And one of the girls, we're part of, like, a Facebook group. It's literally just a female, like, New Mexico background group, you know what I mean? And we'll post in there saying, like, oh, my car's in the shop. Can someone carpool with me this day if you're on set? Stuff like that. So a girl the other day had asked if someone would be willing to be the guardian and like take her kid to set just for that day, and someone did.
Okay,
I think there's
cool.
probably paperwork or something like that. You know what I mean?
Because I've heard about the parent rule. I was like, well,
Yeah.
what about like again the kids that grow up with single parents and the parent works 2 jobs and that kid
Yeah.
wants to be an actor and it's not going to happen. So that's cool that's
Yeah,
at
they
least
can do
now
that.
that's available. That's sweet. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's always, like I said, there has to be a certain amount of set teachers to how many kids there are on set. So if there's like 10 kids, there's to be 2 teachers, something like that.
And so, like, this might be a dumb question, but like in between takes, are they like going to chemistry class?
I mean, so when I was doing background as a minor, I don't remember doing the school, to be honest with you. When I was like, so when I did Lemonade Mouth, we kind of ditched class. Like we didn't. We just ditched school, and
That's no different than any other kid.
informally. We were there informally. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But so I don't know what they teach them specifically. I know that they have like a bunch of worksheets. I don't know how much gets taught, what they're learning.
Yeah, just some crackpot teacher in the back.
You know,
listen,
no,
kids,
their teachers are nice.
This is what you need to know. Just can you read? Can you write? Okay, listen, 9/11 was a lie. All right, the government actually hates you. All right, hide your money in the walls.
No, that's not what happened.
This is how you live in the real world, kids.
No.
Here's how you hotwire a car.
If you put your children in film, that's not what's gonna happen. No, the set teachers are very educated and nice and will take care of your kids. But it's not going to be the same as like being an actual class. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
But every like couple of hours they'll take them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So when do you get into SAG itself?
So it used to be a lot harder in New Mexico to be in SAG. It has to be like a speaking role for you to do it.
And describe what that is for people who just don't know what SAG is.
Yeah. So it's the Screen Actors Guild. So it's pretty much just an actors and performers union. And what's really cool is like famous people are a part of it. Like all the actors that you know what I mean? And so pretty much it just protects us with getting work and how we're treated on set, stuff like that, which is really nice. And I get to vote in the Screen Actors Guild like awards, the SAG Awards.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and like they send us movies to watch. It's cool.
You get sent movies for free?
Yeah. I mean, well, like just they send you like one, you know what I mean? But yeah,
cool.
It's really cool. They're like one of them that's up for something, a category in SAG.
Any of them actually stand out to you that were good?
Wicked. I love Wicked.
Okay.
And I can't wait to see the new one.
I don't know if this is going to be a shocker to you, but I never really got into the... Yeah, I don't hate on it, but I just look at something and I think I'm... Not to self-aggrandize or anything, but I look at something I'm like, okay, that wasn't made for me. Like, I just look at something, I'm like, I
get it.
I don't think I don't think I'm the audience for this.
That's valid.
You can watch something.
I can't argue with that.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
you can watch something and just think, oh, well, this is just objectively bad. I've had that experience a lot,
But
obviously.
Wicked isn't bad.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know because I've never seen it. But I've heard nothing, obviously, but phenomenal things about the play. Right, the actual, like,
Yeah.
this Broadway.
Exactly,
Like,
yes.
And that's been on Broadway for, what, like 40, 50
so
years?
long. I saw it when I was like 10.
Yeah, so I'm sure, like, there's a reason that's been on there for so long. So I'm sure
Yeah.
that's great.
Oh my gosh, it's
but yeah,
amazing.
I look at something, I'm like, I guess that was, I guess a good example is like, it was one of the Marvel TV shows, Miss Marvel. I tried watching that.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I got like 3 episodes in, and I was like, this, either this is not good, or it just wasn't made for me.
I'm the same way.
I just don't think this was made for me.
I am the same way. I didn't watch all of Breaking Bad.
What?
And I worked on Better Call Saul.
That's the, okay. There are objectively good things in this world, and Breaking Bad is one of them.
I mean, that's valid. I'm not saying it's necessarily bad. I just couldn't get into it.
Okay, that's fair.
But I like Better Call Saul.
Interesting. And I've never seen Better Call Saul.
That's fine.
Yeah,
What's nice about Better Call Saul is you didn't have to see Breaking Bad to understand
it's a prequel,
it.
right?
Yeah.
And then it eventually gets into the current. Yeah,
Yes.
right. I need to sit down and watch that because I've just heard nothing but amazing things.
It's good. It's on Netflix.
But
I think still.
Yeah, but just damn, you haven't seen Breaking Bad. And you live in New Mexico.
I watched the first episode and I just wasn't into it.
Okay, so here's the thing. I equate Breaking Bad to The Office, where the first
Fucking love The Office.
but the first time watching the first season, did you like the first season?
I can't remember. I was a kid.
Okay, fair enough. The first season of The Office on your first go through is like there's some funny moments. Like the diversity day is fucking hilarious, but
Yes.
mostly not great. But you watch the rest of this, at least up until Michael leaves, and then you rewatch it, and you find appreciation for the first season. That's where I was a Breaking Bad for a while too, where I was like, this first season is horrible. I don't want to watch this. This is dumb. This is bad. And then it ended, and everybody was like, this is God's gift to mankind.
There's a museum.
Right. There's a museum for Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it's in...
What, the War Zone?
You fucker. No. I mean, there is like the Twisters that was one of the chicken place. I don't know. You can go to that. But no, it's in Old Town.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Close enough to the War Zone. Yeah. But yeah, get through the first season.
Okay.
Get through the first season.
Okay, I'll try.
And then it's a roller coaster from there. But yeah, the first season is not very good on your first go around. Then because I've seen it twice, so then you rewatch it, and there's because you see that the first season is just setting the stage, foreshadowing. There's some big things that happen, but it's all foreshadowing.
Okay.
To Walt's downfall as a character. It's like, that was
actually...
like
super sad and bloody?
Well,
all the things I don't like.
I wouldn't say bloody, but I mean, it's the whole point of Breaking Bad is it's the disintegration of a man's soul. Yeah. It's a good character study on because people think they hypothetical scenarios where they look at TV film and they're like, oh, if I was in that situation, I'd make the right decision. Yeah, if I was stricken with cancer and I only made $38,000 a year as a teacher or whatever, and I got into selling meth, I would only make enough to pay the cancer bills. I wouldn't go any further than that. And that was Walt in the beginning. And then he was like, what's $1 million feel like? What's 10 million feel like?
He got addicted.
And,
right.
And he gets addicted to power, and then he starts crossing his own line. It's good. It's like it's an updated version of Sopranos.
Okay.
Have you ever seen The Sopranos?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you like Sopranos, you'll like Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it another shot.
It's worth it. It's well worth it. So
yeah.
You said it's very it's easier now to get into SAG.
Yeah, in New Mexico. I don't know. I mean, I think in LA it's probably fairly easy also. But so in New Mexico, you used to have to get 3 it's still this way. You have to get 3 SAG vouchers. So that's like 3 SAG days. So that used to mean that you had to get 3 days of speaking roles. But now you can get it as a stand-in. Do you know what that is? Yeah,
where it's like if somebody's filming this,
yeah.
If they ever make a documentary about my life and they're filming this, it's like if the camera is this way, you the person playing you is really not there. It's a person that's acting as your body.
That's a photo double.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a photo double.
Okay.
The stand-in is similar. It's someone who is of the same height, somewhat of the same likeness, definitely the same hair color. And while the scene is being set up, the actor will be in their trailer getting makeup done, off rehearsing their lines, something like that. And while the scene is being set up, while the lights are being set up, the stand-in does those actions or stands in the place of that actor while they set everything up.
Oh, interesting.
And then they do the actions. Sometimes they'll do the lines. It is required as a stand-in to know the lines. And then they make sure that the scene looks good. And then the actor comes in and then they film it.
Interesting.
And that's a whole job. And I've done that a lot. And I enjoy it.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah. But so it's with Netflix specifically. Any stand-in at Netflix has to be SAG. And so last year, I filmed a Netflix series that I can't talk about quite yet. And NDAs, but
has it been marketed yet?
it did get posted about yesterday. I guess it was. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure if I can talk about it because it's part of a really big franchise. So if I say something too soon, like,
I'll ask you afterwards. I'll ask you. I'll poke and pry afterwards.
Okay. I didn't look into the fact. Like, I feel like I can say it.
No, you're good. You're good. I don't want to get you in trouble.
But it was for Netflix, and we filmed last year. And I was standing in for a pretty big actress. I love her. And I had to join SAG because of that.
Well, cool. Yeah. Good for you.
Thank you.
And that's, if you mind me asking, is that a paid position? Like, do you get paid to do that? Okay. Okay, cool. Do background actors get paid?
They do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know how much of it was. Is there any, like, on-set roles that aren't paid? Like interns, maybe?
No, even I worked on a Netflix movie called Resball. It was produced by LeBron James. Yeah, I was costumes on that. We had costume interns, and they got paid.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, my buddy Jaron was one of the supporting guys on the basketball team. Jaron Robledo.
I'm so bad with names. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, I probably know him, but... Yeah,
native dude. He does... he's in a band called Cy Montero. They're very talented. Yeah.
That's awesome. Very cool. Small world.
Yeah.
Yeah. That movie was very fun to work on. But we did have, like I said, costume interns. I was a costume production assistant, but I also worked on set as a set costumer, like on the big basketball days.
No shit.
But our interns did get paid, yeah.
Cool.
It was like some type of program with their school.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So you become... So what was your process again? So you had to become a part of SAG to do the stand-in for... the unknown. How long did that take? Was it just like a couple of papers to sign, or?
Well, there's an initiation fee. So if you join just for the state, like just for New Mexico, like just working as a SAG, like if I go to LA, I wouldn't be SAG. You know what I mean? If I just did that, it's $1,500. And then if you do nationally, like where you could work anywhere as SAG, it's $3,000.
Fuck
but
you.
There are payment plans.
Oh, okay? I'm sure there are.
Like, and you make it up. Like once you are SAG, dude. Like just the other day, I was working on the second season of the show, a different one, and they didn't use me at all. I was sitting there for 13 hours just coloring, and I got paid like almost $500.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess there's perks.
And I was watching movies like. Vibing, man.
Yeah, production budgets are crazy, aren't they?
Yeah.
But so, how did you get into? You always had the love and the interest of costuming. Mm-hmm. What was the step into that field?
So, I did background. So after Lemonade Mouth, my mom just kept like looking into background stuff for me as I got older. Once I was like 17 is when I started to get really into it again, like 16, 17. I was actually background on Breaking Bad. I can't tell you what episode. I remember we were in a hospital, but anyway, so I kept doing background pretty consistently, and I became friends with this background costumer at the time. She's now, like to this day, she's an assistant costume designer, which is a really cool position to have. But at the time, she was a background costumer, and we just like really clicked, and she kind of adopted me as her little sister. And like on every set, she would be like, "You would be a really good costumer," and she would just be encouraging for me in that way. And once I was 18, she encouraged me to like try it out. And at the time, I wasn't super into it because I knew that film was super inconsistent, and that kind of freaked me out. So that's when I went to Nordstrom. And then I worked there for a little while, and then COVID hit. Well, while I was working there, I had connections in like kind of the lower budget, like Lifetime movies that were happening here. I don't really know if they still happen here, but there's like smaller studios, you know?
Right.
And they were so low budget that they needed people, even if I was only available like a couple days out of the week, because I didn't work full time at Nordstrom. So on the days that I was off at Nordstrom, I wasn't off. I was working on a Lifetime set as a first team PA, and that is pretty much like the actor's assistant. Like I made sure if they were in makeup that they would come to set on time, stuff like that. And
does that get awkward? Or it's like, hey, you got 15 minutes, bud. Let's go.
I mean, you have to be nice about it. And, like, if they need breakfast, you go get them breakfast. But, like, there was this one guy who he would just fucking run off to go smoke a cigarette. And we were, like, filming in fucking Harris in a cabin. And I'd be like, I'm over here 19. You're, like, 35. Up the hill. It's like a toddler with a cigarette. Like, get back down here. That was the one. That was the one that was annoying. And he knew it was annoying. Like, I told him, I'd be like, why the fuck do you get your makeup and then go smoke a cigarette right when you know we're going to need you in, like, 5 minutes?
What would he say?
And then you walk in the cabin and you smell. You smell like a cigarette, which is fine, but not for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. He just didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And he was someone who actually, he was on iCarly. He was on, wait, was it iCarly? Yeah, he was on one episode of iCarly, and because of that, he thought his shit didn't stink, and I didn't know who the fuck he was. I'm terrible with names, like, and actors.
Yeah, good job. You were on one episode of a show that ended.
Thank you.
How long ago? What, 10 years ago?
I love that movie, though. Or show, sorry.
13 years. It was a great show, but it's over. It's done. Nobody gives a fuck.
And it was one episode. Like.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
Anyway. But most of the time, it wasn't too bad. It was more the crew that, like, it was hard to deal with in that position for me because, like, I would have to kind of pester, like, makeup and be like, hey, you only have 10 minutes. And they'd be like, well, it's going to take me 15 minutes to cover his tattoos. And I'd be like, fuck me. Like, I have to go tell the director. You know? Like, now I have 5 minutes. I don't know what to do with. Like, going to pull it out of somewhere. I don't. So, and it was such a low budget production company. Like, it was a couple movies that we all did together. I was the first team PA. And then I was also, like, a stand-in. So I would go tell the actors that they needed to be on set at a certain time, go tell makeup, whatever. And then I would run back to set and I would, like, do the stand-in shit. And then I would fucking run back to the actors and I'd be like, okay, are you ready? And this douche would be, like, smoking a cigarette. And I'm just some 19-year-old kid. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I didn't go to film school. I didn't go to college, dude.
Right. Well, hey, I dropped out 3 times, so I feel that.
Hey, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah, I got my associates, tried a couple more times for my bachelor's. I was like, all right, well, God does not want me to have a degree, I don't think. Yeah, it was funny. I actually did for a little bit before, because at the time I was still in the Army. They decided to. I was doing film school online through UNM, and it was a fall semester. And maybe 2 weeks or so before Thanksgiving, the Army decided to cut the budget for tuition. And then they were like, hey, figure it out. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. But anyway, I remember the first week, my teacher had set up these like Zoom meetings with us. Where it was like, hey, we're going to talk like 45 minutes, whatever. Get to know each other. What are your goals and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And he was like, you could tell this dude had like, he had told me what he did in film and stuff, but he like been around for a while. Right. He was very disgruntled. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Very That's
like. Valid. A lot of them are.
Yeah. Very like, all right, bud, here's how this works. That kind of guy, you know? And so I remember he's like, so why are you taking this class? I was like, well, it was on a degree path, and the title, I mean, I sound like an asshole, but like the title of this is Intro to Digital Film Production. I feel like that's kind of necessary for a film degree. Right. And that's why I'm here. Yeah. And he goes, okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Nothing a part of film school is essential. And it's true. And I was like, okay. And then he like started going to a different subject. And I was like, okay, wait. I'm sorry. I know you have like a whole thing planned and like, I don't want to be rude. Yeah. But can we like go back really quick? Go back
to what you were just saying.
Yeah. So why isn't film school essential? Because I don't want to be wasting my time. Like, what's going on here, man? Yeah. And he was basically like, listen, anything you ever want to know about film, you're never going to learn it in a classroom. You need to learn it on a film set.
No, it's so true.
And if you want to be a director, if you want to be a writer, sure, you can learn how to write, and sure, you can learn about shots and whatever. But honestly, bro, it's either you have it or you don't.
All right? It's cliche, but it's true.
He's like, if you have the skills, you got to find a way to nurture them or find someone who can mentor you that's actually in the industry. Yep. Or maybe you just don't have it, dude. He's like, do you do anything entertainment-wise? And I was like, I'm a podcaster. Because I hadn't started comedy yet. And I was just like, I'm a podcaster. Like, send me your fucking podcast. Ooh. So, yeah. So I said it to him. He goes, all right. How long have you been doing this for? I was like, 3 years, give or take. He goes, all right. Well, you got a good amount of episodes, diverse amount of people. Seems like you can network. You know how to network? And I was like, yeah. He goes, that's all you need to know. He's like, the biggest thing you'll get out of this college thing you're doing is you'll network with people that have the same goals that you have, but you already know how to network. So go put yourselves in these rooms, and you'll be fine. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then, didn't go to college after that. So I was like, all right. So
it's true. I mean, like, I wouldn't even necessarily say that film school is, like, pointless. Like, obviously, you'll always get something from education. Like, there's terminology that I still don't know to this day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
you can use the internet for that.
It's true. It's true. And I have, and I still do.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah. On-set training is the best that you'll ever have. And I have cried in so many different, like, wardrobe closets. Like, the freaking Saul suit closet. I was just in the corner crying with all these, like, Valentino suits. Like, yeah, dude, it's brutal out here. But
yeah, I don't know. I just, in the short amount of time, maybe a collective 3 years or so that I've spent in college, give or take, what I took away from it was the most, unless you're going for like a STEM degree, like a legit, like a degree where you affect society directly, like not fucking underwater basket weaving or fucking gender or like gender studies or whatever. Like if you a real degree, like something that is going to affect people's lives and like you're gonna help the GDP and you're gonna like, you know what I mean, like some real shit.
Yeah.
The best thing you can get out of college is the ability to critically think.
Yeah.
And again, not to make it sound like an understating thing, but how to actually read. Like you can read, it's comprehension. Like, do you understand? No, that's true. Do you understand what you're reading? Why it's important? Can you pull out context clues? All of that, like internal analysis. Yeah. Can you do that when you're reading anything from a fucking comic book to a scientific article?
Right.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
And then if you don't understand what you're reading, do you understand how to research what you're reading so you can understand it? That's what college is for.
It's true.
But you can also learn that outside of college.
It's true. I mean, like, a big thing for me from that is, like, on set, you really need to know how to, like, break down a script. But I've literally taken just a script breakdown class. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
So, like, for example, knowing what you're reading, like, with costumes, there's a lot between the lines, like, that you need to see when you're reading the script. And, like, it's not just about knowing the characters, knowing what's happening. It's about, like, digging deeper into who they are and, like, you know, I don't know. So
is it like, I've never thought about that before. So is it, because obviously there's the obvious like continuity stuff.
Yeah.
Where like if
that's a big thing.
Like if something gets torn in one scene, well now it is torn until something happens in the story where they get a new one or it is repaired or whatever. Like there's that, but is it, how are you through the eyes of someone in the costume department? How are you reading a script?
So it's really hard to explain. Like I'm not a good teacher, to be honest with you.
Fair.
Like
that's fair.
I have a lot of people that you could talk to that would be able to explain it a little bit better. But and everyone does it differently, you know? But it like I'll literally for me, I'll get the script and I'll print it out and I'll start to highlight like certain things that I notice about a character and I'll almost like write my own breakdown of them. I don't really know. And it's about like if it's a bigger actor also, like it's with any actor, but if it's a bigger actor, it's about collaborating with them too. Like what they think the actor or what the character would be. I
was going to say, so like have you had a responsibility or a part of your job when you're working on a movie that you are like you look at a character and you're like, okay, what would if this person was a real person, what would their wardrobe be like? Do you have that? So
that is the costume designer.
Okay.
However, I do have to do that like with the background because that's a big part of my responsibility is I'm a background costumer. So when people come to set, like, here's a good example. We did a high school like football scene recently. So we had a bunch of people show up as like people like high schoolers in the stands and stuff like that.
Is that the show you're just talking about?
Uh-huh.
Keep going.
Are you about to show me something?
No, I'm about to ask you a question and keep it off of off camera.
Okay. But yeah.
Okay, that's what I figured.
And I'm doing a bunch of different things on it, too.
Well, because a buddy of mine, this motherfucker, you know exactly who, this would be like out in a month, but this motherfucker, you know exactly who you are.
Out in a month of what? Jail? What do you mean?
No, like this episode will be out in a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. So he texts me today, and he goes, because I'm going to be out of town this weekend, because we're doing a comedy show, and he was going to host it. And he goes, I might have to get a guest host because I signed up for, it's something called, what the fuck was it? It's called New Mexico Casting Company.
Yep.
And he got a text about doing that.
Awesome.
This weekend.
That's great.
And I was like, motherfucker, connect me.
It's really easy. Just sign up. Yeah. It's really easy.
So I was like, oh, yeah, well, they're filming that right now. And he just told me he's going to go do that right now. So maybe it's that one. No way.
Yes.
That's cool. Well, because since you're working on it currently, I'll let you know who it is because he's another comic in town. Real nice guy. That's so funny. So anyway, so you're working with the background actors and getting their costumes together. And you're doing a big football scene.
Yeah.
And
so for that, so I do background on that show too. So like when I'm not costuming on big days, I'm the background. I do both. I'm a flip-flopper.
Oh, good for you.
I double dip. But
well, you need to be versatile.
It's true. And the thing of it is when I do costumes after I've done background for a little while, like it kind of
keep going. I'm just gonna check the cameras.
No, you're good. It kind of humbles me again because I'll step into that costume role and I'll be like, oh shit, like this girl's gonna be cold tonight. You know what I mean? Like I'll actually think about that. Yeah. And I'll be like, okay, let me put a fucking sweater on her. Like you should always think about that as a costumer, but I feel like stuff like that, it just helps me realize it a little bit more being the background person. And like, for example, on that same day, one of my background friends that I do background with, she came to me and she was like, hey, these boots that you guys gave me, they're fine, but I would just like better socks, like thicker and longer socks, if that's possible. And every now and then, even though it seems a little mean possibly, but if a costumer doesn't have time or if we don't have that stock or if it's very limited, they will say no sometimes. But for me, if I see that we have some and I could tell that someone's going to be uncomfortable for like fucking 14 hours while we're filming at night, I'm going to give them a pair of socks because I wouldn't want to be in that situation.
Right.
You know, I don't know. It's just simple stuff like that. But yeah, so like the background will come to us and they're supposed to bring clothes of their own. That's something that people don't really realize is like even for the main actors sometimes, like if they have a pair of jeans that they really like and they come to the fitting and the designer likes them, we'll keep them and we'll put a little tag on them that says actor AO, like actor owned. But the background actors wear a lot of their own stuff. And so they'll come to me and they'll show me like 3 or 4 outfits. And I'll be like, okay, that's going to strobe. Can't use that. The designer hates blue. Can't use that. Like, no, literally. And so it's kind of 50-50 if I'm going to like something that they bring or not. And if they do, great, go sit down. Do what you got to do. Let I break.
No, I was looking at the levels.
Okay.
I'm my own producer.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not a flex.
Fancy.
That's a please sponsor the podcast and help it grow so that I can hire a producer.
Give him money.
Yeah, give me money. Yeah.
Anyway.
But that's interesting. And then so I know you do modeling as well.
Yeah.
So how does that like crossover or like influence or just kind of inform you when you're doing does that crossover with?
Not really. They're kind of two separate things for me, to be honest with you. They're kind of two separate worlds, which is nice.
What got you into modeling?
I started modeling like in high school. Like I just like would do local photo shoots with photographers. Like it's a big thing on Instagram right now, but back then it was Facebook when I was in high school, where there would be like literally Facebook groups of models and photographers, and they would be like, hey, let's all meet up downtown at this time and let's all just take pictures and alternate for like 10 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. And so I've been doing that for years, since I was like 16, like just doing these different photography meetups. But it's gotten me things like a Tilly's photo shoot when I was 17. It's a store in the mall.
Okay.
Surfer girlies will know. Skater girlies will know. But so I've done cool stuff like that. I've done like Santa Fe Fashion Week. I've done New Mexico Fashion Week. I've done a trash fashion show at Meow Wolf. It was really cool. This designer, Mad Van Designs, her name's Madison. I walked and modeled for her a couple of times, and she actually just got back from Paris Fashion Week, and her designs were featured in Elle magazine. So good for her. But I'm unsigned. Like, a lot of it is just volunteer work, to be honest with you. It's just something that I have a passion for. And It's like more of a hobby. Like, I was in a music video a couple months ago. That was pretty cool. So, yeah.
Sick. Yeah. I mean, good for you. Yeah. I mean, it's cool that your entire life, no matter what you're doing, is things that you thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that...
Why the fuck not?
Well, because a lot of people don't have that. You know what I mean?
Dude. I worked at Mario's Pizza for a little while. I fucking hated it. And I was like, I'm not doing anything like this anymore.
Why'd you hate the pizza shop?
No, the pizza was good. You know what? Those bitches, they couldn't even give us free pizza. They charged you. It was like petty. They would charge you like $1.
Why?
At that point, just fucking give me the pizza, bitch. Like.
Well, I used to work at, I think it's just called like Chicago Pizza now or whatever.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Montgomery and Eubank. Yeah, so I used to work there when it was a Pizza 9.
Okay,
and
I remember when it was a Pizza 9.
So the Pizza 9s, they're all, I guess, like locally owned franchises or something like that. And me, the girl who's like the shift manager, and then one of the other pizza makers, I don't want to call them a chef, but like they're like pizza guys, you know? We all had a running theory that, and a couple of delivery guys too, we had a running theory that the couple that owned that franchise was in the mafia. Like,
valid.
And we couldn't get convinced. Well, because they would, I don't know if they do it now, but they would always have like these expensive ass like Lamborghinis and Ferraris, and like a really high end like a G-Wagon
from pizza,
like parked out front, and they had like the expensive like wraps or paint jobs or whatever. They just be and like the suicide doors would be open and all that shit. And we were like, where the fuck?
Must be nice.
Yeah, I was like, where the fuck did this? Where does this money
Maybe they
come
had
from?
other businesses.
Well, their claim was that, because I asked, I was like 20 at the time, 21, so I'm sure I wasn't that slick about it. But I was like, hey, there's some nice cars out there.
God.
How long have you had those for? And then their claim was that because that they were both 100% disabled veterans, they were able to whatever. And I was like, okay, but like I have friends that are 100% disabled veterans
and
too.
Bitch, they don't have a fucking Ferrari outside.
Now, granted, they also spend all their money on Miller Lite in Copenhagen, but you know, it is
priorities.
What it is. Yeah.
Okay, some people have different ones.
Yeah, my priority used to be Copenhagen, now it's Zen. So what are you gonna do? But yeah, I was like, and then the guy, what was his fucking? Because he insisted. This is why we thought he was in the mafia too, because he insisted we didn't even learn his first name. We had to address him as Mr. Price, and we were like, I don't know.
And no one thought to like do like a Facebook search and like
no social media print.
Weird.
Yeah, weird guy. Weird fucking guy. Yeah, I don't know.
like that.
But anyway, yeah, but I think it's important to have like jobs like that when you're younger.
Too.
You know what
totally.
I mean?
I think
it's like I spent like 7 years between being like a busser and a server.
Right.
And I think that's fucking important. You learn soft skills. You learn how to multitask. You learn how to manage personalities.
Yep.
You learn how to deal with drunk or otherwise inebriated employees. Like, this is something that is good to learn at a young age.
No, I agree.
Be a 15-year-old and bus tables.
Yeah. No, I was a busser and I served gelato and it sucked. And I would go to the freezer to cry.
I shouldn't laugh, but like...
It's a lot of crying.
Well, I just remember I worked at Melting Pot for a summer, and fuck that place. Oh, like I don't have a lot of jobs where I'm like, fuck that place, but that place sucked.
Yeah.
That place was trash. And so I remember I was a busser, and I remember I was walking down one of the like the aisles or whatever where all like the booths were at, and there was off to the side there was a little like sectioned off area where the POS system was, at a bunch of like rolls with all the napkins and silverware and all shit. Anyway.
Right.
And so I walk past and I kind of glance in, and she was probably like 22 at the time, 21 at the time. One of the servers, she's like, as she's punching in an order, she's like sobbing, like actively sobbing. And I'm like, oh shit.
That's so valid.
I don't have the emotional maturity to handle this. Oh, you're good. I don't have the maturity to handle this right now. I'm gonna, So I go put the shit away, and then I'm like walking back, and I try to like look a little bit, and the manager's in there, and all I hear is, you need to get your shit together and get back out there.
Oh, fuck no.
I'm just like,
for some melted cheese and broccoli, bitch. Like, I'm gonna go home. Fuck you. No.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit. Okay, this is the kind of place this is. All right, I'm gonna keep being a busser and get my collective like $50 for the night and go home. Literally.
I mean, I agree that everyone should like have that experience. It's very humbling.
Yeah, I don't know. And then just also just fuck that place because of the business model. Like, you're gonna spend hundreds of dollars to come in and cook your own food, and then
it's not even that good of food.
It's horrible. Well, because you're recooking frozen meat in oil or in whatever the broth is that they bring you.
Yeah.
How do you expect it to taste good? A, and B, if you don't cook it correctly, you can't even sue the place because then they have a liability thing. It's like, hey,
you cooked it, bitch.
Yeah, you cooked it. It's your fault.
I get it's the environment and like the idea of the experience.
No,
but
fuck the experience. The experience is in that kitchen right there. Like, that's the point.
Yeah. No bueno.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Anyway, back to the movies.
The movies.
What I'm curious about too is, so you're very busy with what you're doing right now, but what does the long term look like? Like, do you eventually want to move into like full-time acting? Do you have any interest in directing, writing, anything like that?
To be honest with you, I think that I would like to try my swing at directing, but not for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. Like on Better Call Saul, the last season, well, I don't know if they did this on any of the other seasons, but on the last season, a lot of the episodes were directed by one of the actors. So like Ray Seahorn directed one, which I thought was really cool, you know? So like, I think that I would like to get to the point where like maybe in my acting career, I direct something.
For sure.
I don't know.
Well, I asked too, because that was one of the original reasons why I went to film schools. I wanted to be a writer and a director.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because I have like, I don't know how good they are, but I had ideas at the time for like, oh, that'd be a cool movie. Or like, oh, that would be that'd be interesting. How do you do that?
I mean, yeah, I used to think about that like as a kid sitting in the back seat. Like I used to think of like music videos and shit. But I think we all kind of did stuff like that, you know? I don't know. I think that I would definitely take that step at some point. I think I would want to experience a couple more roles on set first.
For sure.
Yeah. To like be able to direct people.
Yeah, the people management part of it is something that like, and I was going to ask you this too, like as you've been growing up, being on sets, have you gotten like an appreciation for how much goes into making a project?
Yes.
And it's like not just all the moving parts, but the ability to manage people, and not only just manage people, but ensuring they're executing their job properly, and the dissolving of power, the dereliction of power, the dereliction of responsibility and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. It's been a lot.
It's just interesting, like how much goes into making a movie.
Oh, dude! Like if you watch the credits of a movie, it's so many fucking people. Like just when I went to the premiere or like screening of Lost Bus, it took so long to get to my name. I mean, it was there. I found it. It took so long. It's like I could have.
What was that experience like?
So I've had my name in a couple of things, but it's really cool every time. My mom had never been to the theater and seen my name like that, so it was her first time, and she freaking cried, which I knew that she would.
That's
I love
adorable.
my mom.
That's adorable.
But it's cool.
What was it like working on the movie too?
On that movie, it was a little challenging for a couple different reasons. So I roller skate a lot, and like a couple months before I
hopped on... You got health insurance?
Huh?
You got health insurance?
I did at the time. I don't anymore. I thankfully did at the time. Because that shit would have been expensive. I know it was. No, so I was roller skating in Santa Fe. And I usually skate with pads. Skate with your fucking safety gear. I swear it's cute. But like the kids are like, oh, it's not cool. No, bitch. Like... not breaking shit is cuter.
Or like not getting a TBI is real fucking cute.
So I was skating in Santa Fe, and it was kind of a quick, like, oh, we're driving home. Let's go roller skate. Like, we were driving home from Santa Fe to Albuquerque, and we were like, let's just stop at this skate park real quick. Dude, I got into one of the bowls, and I didn't have any of my safety gear on. And, like, I didn't even take that sharp of a turn. But with a board, like, you can hop off, you can bail, you can try to. With skates, they're just fucking on you. You know, like, there's no jumping off of roller skates. So I just go down, like, backwards. And it happened so fast. I caught myself on my hand backwards. And now I have this scar.
Sick.
Because I snapped 2 bones in my wrist. Like, completely in half. And I had to get surgery.
Oh.
There's a titanium plate and 9 screws in there. I'm fucking bionic for the rest of my life. Like,
yeah, TSA hates to see you coming.
So, yeah. But, so obviously, like, they had hit me up before my surgery, and they were like, hey, you got recommended to us by actually the same person that I met in costumes first, and she encouraged me. Like, she recommends me to so many jobs.
Oh, shit. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Like, I got texted by someone, and they were like, hey, like, I'm the supervisor of the Lost Bus, and the working name of it was called Jiminy at the time, because, like, productions, like, they'll have working names,
right,
you know?
Yeah.
They were like, hey, I'm the supervisor of Jiminy, and you got recommended to us. Do you want to, like, hop on and help us on set? And I was like, I would love to. However, I need a fucking wrist surgery because I was a dumbass and did this. Like, I can't even show you my x-ray. It was so bad. But,
do you have a picture of it?
I do.
Is it readily available? If not, it's okay. I believe you. I'm imagining
I'll
it
show
in
you
my
later.
head. Okay.
It might take a minute. But, because I have a lot of, like, set pictures and stuff. But, anyway, so I told them, I was like, I completely understand if you find someone else, but if you want to wait for me, I'll probably be available to work in like 3 months or something, whatever. So it was a couple months later, and my doctor cleared me to work. I was still like not casted up because it's hard to explain, but like sometimes you don't get a cast, you just get like wrapped up and whatever. But I texted them and I was like, hey, I got cleared to work. And they were like, great, we still need you. So with my sling and everything, I fucking drive to Santa Fe. They put me up in a hotel, and I start working on this movie. And there was like one scene where at the Santa Fe studios that's being sold now, I'm pretty sure, which is like so insane. It was like an old art school or something like that, if I remember correctly. Then it was Santa Fe Studios for a long time. And now it's being sold. However, I lost my train of thought.
So you go up to Santa Fe to work on the movie.
Oh, yes.
They put you in the hotel.
So they put us all in hotels, thank God. But anyway, so like there was this one scene, I'm trying to give an example, where at the studio they built a fake lake, and like they put fire all around the lake, like fake fire, and it had to look like these people were diving into the lake to like stay safe because the fire was like surrounding them. So we had to shoot that multiple times. So like for costumes, they jumped in the lake, they filmed them screaming, whatever, and then we had to like catch them as they were coming out, put towels around them, have them go change into a different change of clothes that was similar to what they were in before. They went out to film it again. While they were doing that, we were like wringing out their fucking Uggs and shit. Like I literally have a video of one of my set partners wringing out water from an Ugg boot. Like,
how are you doing that with a fucked up wrist?
Dude, I wasn't that much help in that situation. I was handing out towels.
Hey, what's up with Towel Girl? Get her something to wring out. Oh, she roller skates. What are you going to do?
Yeah, sorry, guys. I mean, I told, like, they knew the situation. They still hired me. It's a personality hire. Whatever. Nah, it was still a lot of fun. It was a really cool experience. I had never been around that many, like, stunts and real firefighters, like, doing crazy real shit. You know what I mean? And it was based on a true story, and yeah, it was really cool.
That's the category that I'd like to see get some kind of Oscar recognition is stunts. Mm-hmm. Because the amount of shit those people go through on a regular basis is, I mean, they're, because for me, I mean, I just look at pro wrestlers and I'm like, those guys beat the fuck out of themselves on a regular basis.
And they're used to it.
And they love it and they do it, but they get fucked up. And I'm like, well, if you're going to do that for fucking Warner Brothers or Paramount or Sony, get some kind of recognition out of it too. Don't just be the guy in the back. Like, that's incredible.
I don't know if there's like an award category.
There's not
stunts.
yet.
Yeah.
I think there should be though.
I think there should be too.
Yeah, it's
really, because like there's guys who like, for bigger actors, there's stunt doubles who like follow these actors.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is pretty cool.
Fucking poor guy. Tom. Did you hear about Tom Holland a couple weeks ago?
No, what
He was
happened?
doing his own stunt in the set of Spider-Man 4, and he cracked his head open.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. That sucks.
That idiot was swinging around on wires. Yeah, fucking cracked his head open. Minor concussion.
This is what happens.
Yeah, so it's
when
like,
you don't hire the professional.
Well, then you got psychos like fucking Tom Cruise that are out there
just snapping his ankles off fucking building and shit.
Oh, that's right. He did fuck up his ankles. But he's also like doing legit Halo dives and like hanging onto the side of a plane. It's like, man, Scientology.
Maybe, what a drug.
Well, it's like, yeah, maybe they do have superpowers. Who knows? Maybe they are tapped into something. Maybe it's God. Maybe it's the devil. But they're tapped into something that keeps them alive. Because holy shit. I don't know if you could pay me enough money to do that.
No.
I don't know.
Fuck no.
It's like, hey, yeah.
Absolutely the fuck not.
We'll keep you strapped up to a harness, but you're going to hang off. I know he does it on his own volition, and I'm sure he has no insurance company that will ever cover him.
Right. He has his own.
Well, because like I remember reading a story about Heath Ledger on the set of The Dark Knight. So I guess he really enjoyed skateboarding. And
cool.
About halfway through, or like a quarter way to something like that into the production, the insurance company was like, hey man, either you stop fucking skateboarding on set or we're not going to cover you. Because if you snap a fucking bone, what are we going to do? Like stop that. And he was like, nah, not going to. So now that's why we have that.
Valid.
You've seen that picture, right? Of him in costume
skateboarding. Yes, that makes
Batman.
So much sense now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. I mean, hey, in his defense, when I'm on the Netflix lot and like I get out early enough, I love roller skating on the Netflix lot.
It's a beautiful lot.
Yes.
Because the company that I work for, I used to have to go up there about once every couple months to meet with the management for security and that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
And I'd like look around, like, man, I want to fucking work here.
It's so nice.
This is a nice ass production studio. Holy shit! And I'm like looking at all the posters, I'm like, all right, I want to steal that one. I want to steal that one.
So I love going and looking at because they changed them. Like they're not the same. So I love looking and being like, okay, maybe I'll watch that because it's up there. You know what I mean? I do that all the time.
No, I'll be honest. I'll look at them. I'm like, oh, that movie sucked. That movie sucked. I wish that was better.
God damn it.
Sorry. I said that. She didn't. Yeah. But I don't know, man. It's is there something, I don't know how to describe it really, but is there something when everything's going as right as it can and you're just is there something fucking just magical about being on a movie set? Is watching all the gears move and
everything. I mean, I get goosebumps every day watching it, you know? No, seriously. Like it's really cool. It's art, it's music, you know what I mean? Like just everyone being so it's like a river. I don't know. It's really cool. It's poetic as shit.
No,
but
you're watching art come to life.
No, you are, you know? And like it's a bunch of weirdos all just working together. Like we're all fucking crazy. Like you have to be like of a certain breed to work in film, literally. Like I'll tell people, they'll be like, "Oh, I want to do this." And I'm like, "Great. You ready to go work 15 hours?"
Yeah.
And that's like a chill day? And they're like, "What? Fuck no." And I'm like, "Okay, well, yesterday I worked 17 and I'm here." You know what I mean? Like you have to be able to like work, you know? It's not, people think it's all glamour and it's not. It's like dirty.
Yeah.
And hard and frustrating and like it's scary, you know? Not knowing if you're going to like have another show again.
Yeah,
like
working in a gig economy is scary.
I mean, that's the nice thing about being in unions. And I'm part of both of them, SAG and IATSE.
What's IATSE?
It's the local, so I'm in IATSE 480. It's the film crew union. And 480 is like the New Mexico union.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, did that help you like get rebooked for more jobs and stuff like that? Okay, that's cool. But just in general, though, working in a gig economy like that, where you're not really sure where the next job's going to come from, when is there going to be one, and then I see all the stuff with fucking all the dumbass terrorists that Trump is doing right now with the film industry, and it's like, big dog, stop it. Stop.
Fuck that. Cheeto.
Well, it's just like because like we were talking before, like
so annoying.
We were talking about positive shit before. Even me just coming from a guy that like I supported him in this last election, and now I'm just like, dude,
God damn it,
stop it.
Yeah, right.
You're proving them all right. Just do the things you said you were gonna do, not all this other shit.
Wrong.
I can't wait for AI president. AI president's gonna be so much fun, and it is gonna be. Completely autonomous, and it's just going to be a different hologram of a different person every day. And maybe they speak in one of these microphones. Who knows? To be more relatable to the kids. Who knows? That shit's coming.
I need fucking shrooms now if we're going to talk about this shit. That's crazy.
I used to have a nice, loving relationship with mushrooms, and then they decided to do evil things to me.
That happens.
And I was like, all right, I guess we're getting divorced. Sorry. All right.
That happens.
This bitch took the money and the kids.
This bitch took the money.
Well, because me and my buddies, like looking back on it, like and at the time we knew what we didn't know too. Like we knew we weren't very experienced, and we didn't really know the fire we were playing with. But we used to mess around a little bit, just take like what we thought was a reasonable amount of anywhere between 3 to 5 grams, and just hang out, have a good time, and it was fun. And then we would go, and the trips would last in between like 8 to 9 hours, but we'd like section off a night where we didn't have fucking work after, and we'd all hang out at my house because me and my buddies lived together, and my other buddies would come over, have a good time. There were a couple of weird hours in there, maybe like, fucking life is so hard.
3 to 5 grams?
Yeah, see, but we didn't know that was a lot at the time.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I've never taken... I think the most I've taken is maybe 3.
Okay, so...
possibly.
All right, so buckle up then. So,
holy fuck.
So we would just hang out, have a good time, watch funny videos, whatever. It was funny because me and my homies, we used to have a house up in on the edge of the Four Hills. It was like Central and Tramway. And the house had a balcony, and you like a great view of the city. Then there's like a nice little patch of trees, and like I would like sit out there. I'd put my AirPods in, and listen to Dead Mouse. And
sick.
One time, what happened is like our neighbors would like leave like Christmas lights up pretty long, and the lights would like reflect on the trees, and the wind would move the trees. Like, oh, this is great. This nature's pretty. Those are nice. Come back, whatever. And then so flash forward to October, I want to say, October of 2020, right around closer to Halloween time, we had a bright idea, and we were like, well. We all have a decent amount of money that we just kind of just burning our hole in our pocket right now. What if we just all got a shit ton, and then we just had them, and we're like, look, these aren't gonna they don't go bad per se. So it's like, okay, so we just take care of them. Like, hey, we could do like 3 grams here.
No.
The time passes. We could do like a couple here. Time passes, whatever. But then we all divvied them up. So we had 8 grams each. And like, okay, we just have like a little bit. No, the plan though is just to do like 2. Move on, 3 here, move on, whatever. But then we were like, what if we just took the 8 grams now?
Bitch.
And
oh my God.
And we did. And we were like, we never taken this much. This will be a lot of fun. We all have each other.
Did anyone die?
I almost did.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well, because like we were having a stellar time for the first like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was great. Like, whoa, like what I used to do. What I used to do is I used to get Doctor Strange comics, and I wouldn't even read them. I just like flip through them, like, whoa, this is cool, you know,
tripping
like,
out,
yeah, like the old school stuff, you know, where like vibrant colors and all that. Like, this is fucking crazy. And so we were all just hanging out at my buddy's apartment, whatever. Yeah, about 2 hours in, the ball just dropped, and it's like we were synced up. The trips just took a horrible turn.
Oh, no.
Sense of impending doom, ego death. And I remember it got to the point where I was pacing the apartment, like holding myself like this. And so when you take psychedelics, do you look in the mirror?
So I've never really had that experience where like my face melts or it looks weird. Like I don't have that experience.
Neither have I.
Okay,
and I always thought that looking in the mirror was fun.
And people are like, don't do it. It's bad.
Exactly. Yeah. And so, but I passed a mirror and I like made eye contact with myself. And I like sobered up for like 30 seconds. And my brain just immediately went to, hey man, So you fucked up, you took way too many drugs, and now you're the guy that broke your brain. Like, you're never coming out of this. You're going to go to a mental hospital. You're all this. Yeah. Your
from shrooms.
Yeah. It's like your job gone, your condo gone. Oh, this little podcast bullshit you want to start? That's not going to happen. Yeah. Your life is over. You ruined your life with drugs. Good job. All right. Now back to the show.
Oh my God.
Boom. And I wigged. I didn't know who I was, where I was, what I was. I couldn't unlock my phone. Like, I was fucked.
Maybe it was good for you.
It was. Oh, yeah. No, it was. Well, I'm glad you said that because like me and my buddy, when we all pulled out, it was like 5 of us. Mm-hmm. When we all like pulled out of that nightmare, and he was like, "Hey man," I was like, "Hey dude, I live like 8 minutes away. Can you drive me to my condo to get stuff so I can crash here? I'll buy you a pack of cigarettes." I'm like, all right, cool. So we go, and we're driving back, and I'm like, dude, listen, never doing shrooms again. I've seen the devil. I know he's real. I just got confirmed that God is real. And we need to be good people, man. This was horrible. Because the best way that I could describe it was like, because when they describe one of the descriptions of hell in the Bible, and I'm sure that other similar religions to Christianity have this in their books as well, but the way it's described in the Bible is that hell is the absence of God. Like, it's being removed from God.
Right.
And that's kind of what that felt like. And I was just like, oh,
that's scary.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is like a percentage of what hell probably is like.
Right.
We can't do this again, bud. And then I did like a gram and a half that following January, and it was just as bad. And I was like, okay, we're done. Okay,
yeah, you're like, I can't.
And that same buddy, because he lives in Vegas now. He lives in Vegas now, and he, God bless him, I love this guy to death. He spent 5.5 hours with me on FaceTime. He was just doing his homework.
Well, you're like tripping out.
Yeah, I was free. He's like, you're gonna be okay, man. I'm like, I'm not gonna be okay.
That's valid. We've all been there, okay?
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, that's really scary, but I feel like a lot of people have had like reactions like that. Have you gotten scary like that? No.
Good
I
for
just
you.
always laugh. You know what? That's a fucking lie. It wasn't off shrooms though. It was what was it? It was edibles, which don't really affect me that much anymore, but I was in Disneyland actually with a friend, and
that damn mouse got to you.
Dude, we picked up some edibles, like classic Rice Krispie treats, you know what I mean? Dude, I fucking ate half of it, and typical situation where I was like, I don't really feel anything. Like, before we go to the park, I'm just gonna eat the rest of it. Bad mistake. We got way too high, and we waited too long to go back to the park, and we go back to California Adventure. I didn't know where the fuck I was. All I saw were the lights, and I was freaking out. I couldn't remember where to go. When my brain is like a map to this place, like I've been there so many times, I was having a panic attack. Never again. No edibles in Disneyland. Don't do it.
I'm terrified. Like, I haven't smoked in a while, but I'll smoke every now and again, like before bed, because we just like. I think the difference between indica and sativa is a damn myth. That's not
that's
real.
valid.
You know, like every type of weed, indica, sativa, hybrid, puts me to sleep. No matter, I've never smoked and been like, oh, I'm so perked up for the day.
Right.
Like, I can't. I've tried to do that where I'll smoke during the day and go about my business, and I feel like I'm someone playing a video game and I'm an avatar. Like, I'm like controlling, like I'm like outside of my own body trying to control this
yourself.
Yeah. And so it's like, I'm not functional as a human being. So like, I'll smoke before I go to bed a little bit, but I'm terrified of edibles. Yeah. Terrified because I forget what what the chemical is, but when you take edibles, when the THC is digested in your liver, your kidney, one of those organs, when it's digested, the THC is turned into a different chemical that's 5 times as psychoactive as regular THC.
Yes, sir.
And that idea is terrifying to me.
Fuck no, that sounds great.
just off the mushroom shit that I had. I was like, nope. I don't need 5 times psychoactive of
like,
anything.
Sativa or indica, I'm into couch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just fucking terrifying to me.
I mean, that's valid. Like,
yeah.
I smoke a lot, though.
Good for you.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, I just become a fucking useless. I don't contribute to my life. Like, I don't do anything.
See, and that's not good. I mean, obviously, and at least you're fully aware of that.
Yeah.
There's plenty of stoners that are just fucking deadbeats.
Yeah, like I can smoke and like I realized it like as I was, because when I got out of the military about 2 years ago, and the first like 8 months after that, I was just smoking all the time
because you couldn't before.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was too scared to pop out in a drug test. You know, even though I was only doing it once a month, but I was just like, dude, I'm not gonna whatever.
My brother was in the Navy, and when he would come home, like his fucking room was on the other side of the house, and if he went to the bathroom and smelled weed coming from my room, that bitch would fucking slam in and be like, "Are you smoking in here? They're gonna know." I'd be like, fuck.
They've bugged my phone.
Dude, he'd be like, they're gonna know, they're gonna hear us talking about it. He's like, oh.
Well, I was just terrified of it. So I was like,
understand.
I'm not gonna whatever. I had smoke every like a couple times a year.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if I knew I wouldn't have drill for like 2 months, I'd be like, all right, I'll smoke now. You know, but then after that, I was just like, yeah, I'm not getting much done. The only thing I'm really good at while I'm high is watching movies and playing video games. And I'm pretty decent at that sober too. So I don't think this is helping.
I don't know if
my life.
I need the weed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, we need to. And then I got the weed sponsor for like a year or so on the podcast, and they just gave me free weed.
That's amazing.
All the time. Yeah, they gave me these little care packages every 4 months.
Great.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I remember they gave me the first care package that had so much shit, and I was like, are you sure? All this is for me, a high desert relief.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I was like, are you sure this is all for me? And like, oh yeah. I'm like, this will take me like 6 months to get through. I only smoke before bed. And they're like, okay, have fun.
Oh my God. That's like a dream for me. It's like a month later. More?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I don't know. It was just one thing I want to ask you about before we get done.
Yeah, what's up? Sorry, I'm so sidetracked.
No, that's what I love about doing podcasting. So how do you feel generally, since you're so into the film industry, you worked in it for years, you've been around all these types of people that are in the film industry. I don't even know how to ask this question because there's a lot of different ways you can go about it. AI in film.
Yeah.
Does it have a place? I think that's the broadest way that I can ask that question.
I'm going to be so real. I don't know if I'm a good person to ask because I'm just not super educated on it.
Fair enough. No, fair enough.
But like from my perspective right now, it's scary.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I'm sure that there's a place for it. You know what I mean? I'm sure that there is. But I would mean in terms of like, I mean, I don't know. Because when I break it down and I think about where it could fall into place, like how we talked about earlier, there's so many people that go into a movie. You know what I mean? And like that would just suck if any of those positions, like for a split second, I was like, oh, maybe accounting could use AI. You know what I mean? But that would suck if those accountants that work from home and get paid to do it, you know, if they lost their jobs. Like there's certain laws with SAG, well, not laws, but like there's certain rules with SAG protecting background actors against CGI. So like,
oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, so like with that that scene that I was talking about recently, the football scene, we could have easily
you're good.
Sorry, little guy. Sorry. But we could have easily filled those stands with CGI and called it a fucking day, you know?
But also from a practical standpoint, it's like, how good would that have looked? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Finished as a consumer,
right?
I'm just like, those aren't real. That looks horrible.
They could have scanned like 10 people and then somehow done something like that, I've been a part of something like that. We did that with Resball. Like we didn't fill all of those stands. We did fill a fair amount of them.
I could tell.
But not all of, see? There you go. I mean, okay, but like here's what I'm getting at though.
Yeah.
Like there's laws now protecting against that, and I think that that's awesome that instead of CGIing it, we did hire 348 background artists to come and play high schoolers. Right. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know. I guess the long answer like I said before, is I'm just not super educated on it right now, but I would be disheartened to see people lose their jobs over it.
Yeah, I agree. Like, and I mean, I've told people this before. Like, I use AI for the podcast.
Yeah, which
like,
I mean,
like I'm not here right now. I'm AI.
You fucker.
But no,
Are you Casper?
Yeah, right. But no, I use AI to edit the podcast because beforehand, if I did a fucking even like a 2-hour episode, it would take me about 2.5 hours or so, maybe not an hour and a half or so to edit the episode. If I had like a fucking 4-hour banger, then I have to sit down for like 3 hours editing it all together, it together, but like literally just taking the two video files and saying, okay, I'm talking here, he's talking here, whatever, and just doing that over and over.
Yeah.
But with this AI program that I pay for, I just line it all up, I tell it who's who, and I'm like, do it, please.
See, that's nice.
And it does it all in like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And because I let's say that didn't exist, maybe down the line, I'd like to outsource that and pay somebody like 20 or not 20, like $50, whatever, to do it. But now I don't even have to. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But then, like, I think it should be in all parts of life, not just entertainment, but it should be like, it should be a supplement. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be like the way I guess I could equate it is like you have like all bodybuilding, like the big, like high level competing bodybuilders, they're all on steroids, obviously. Yeah. And that's not arguable. I mean, you don't look like that without getting on gear, obviously. But
right.
Like so many young guys today, they get on steroids as quick as they can because they want to get as big as they can as fast as they can.
Right.
And you're taking it's like they censor their entire like training and their quote unquote dieting, whatever they're doing. They center all of their exercise and their fitness goals around the steroids. Mm-hmm. Whereas, like obviously, dudes like Arnold Schwarzenegger back in his era, they were on tests, like they were on steroids, but they use the steroids as a supplement, and that's why they looked the way they looked.
Right.
And then now, if you look at bodybuilders, they have like the distended gut, and they've got traps the size of fucking boulders. Right. They look like fucking animals.
It's not cute.
Right? Yeah. Well, sure, I would have put it that way, but you are correct.
It's not cute.
Yeah. So I kind of see it like that. It's like it should be it shouldn't be the main thing. Like. And I would, maybe I'm wrong, and I probably am, but I would like to think that, like, because because production studios, as you well know, their bottom line is the money.
Right.
How much money do we have to spend on this thing to get it done and then still turn a profit?
Right.
And, I would like to think that if a production studio put out a movie, and they used AI to write the script, and they just ran with it, and that became publicly known that, hey, this movie by whatever studio, the script was written by AI, I would hope that there'd be a mass like, hey, we're not going to go watch that movie.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awful.
Because, But the other thing about it is, what if, because I think this very well could happen, what if a production studio does that, tells nobody, lies about it even,
lies happen all the time in this industry.
Yeah, lies about it. And the AI script is actually pretty good.
Whatever, Noah. Whatever.
You see some of the shit that's coming out today, and it's like, I don't know.
I know. And, like, that's a really valid point. And, like, you can't really fight progression in life. Like, if that happens.
How do you define progression, though?
Yeah, right. Is it progressive that we're doing this and taking jobs away? I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
Because it's progressive. It would be progression if you're only looking at dollars and cents. That's where it's progressive. It's like you're saving money by not even just with writing, but just any job that the AI could take away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're saving money, the bottom dollar, whatever. But you're taking away from real humans.
I mean, it's just like fast fashion, like shopping at Target versus like a local designer or a boutique or something.
Right.
It's just the quality.
Is that a term, fast fashion?
It is.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously you're arguing in favor of the local, right? But then where like places like Target and Walmart have the upper hand is lower prices.
Like mass produced,
I would imagine.
but it's not good quality. And
it's not great, yeah.
Yeah. No bueno.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think AI should be put in the place of people.
Yes. That's my argument also. But like, I'm sure there is a place for it. I just don't know what that is.
I think it's just for helping, like assisting. Again, supplementary. Like, again, especially, I think it's an easy example, and obviously I'm biased, but like with low-level creators, I don't want to spend the 20 hours a week that I was spending editing. I don't want to, like I use AI to put like the clips together, and I'm not exactly in love with how they're doing the clips, so I might go back to doing it myself.
Right.
But, it's like if I can save, because the most valuable asset we have is time.
Yeah.
And if I can save time and throw a couple of dollars at it,
right,
and get the problem fixed, as a low-level creator, I can do that.
Yeah.
But like high-level guys, like the giant podcasters like fucking Rogan and Andrew Schultz and like all those, like Lex Friedman and Huberman, all those guys.
Yeah.
They can probably hire somebody. They do hire people.
Right.
And that's the easier, that they should be incentivized to go that route. I doubt they're using AI, whatever. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? I don't know, man. I think
that everyone probably uses AI in a sense, and they just don't even realize it now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like there's AI in everything now, know. But like you said, I don't mind if it's a form of assisting, because that's just like how computers have been our whole lives.
No, exactly.
So.
Well, I just remember, like, did you ever watch The Flash when that came out? So at the end of the movie. Mm-hmm. At the time, I'll be honest, when I was watching the theater, I was like, oh, this is kind of neat. Oh, this is cool. This is happening. But then after, I was like, oh, this is fucking disrespectful. So what happens at the end of the movie is all of the, like, comic book and movie universes from the DC world collide. Mm-hmm. And it's a cool thing. I mean, the CGI is not great, but the idea of it's really cool to watch. Something out of a comic book. It's like, oh, shit, the worlds are like, they're like banging against each other, and they're like converging in. Oh my God. And it's like, you see like the different, like, things, but it's like they like pan in as if it's like a real camera going in on a real person, and it's like Christopher Reeve's Superman, and you see him on screen, and it's like,
it's weird.
Looking back, I was like, that's weird.
Yeah,
he's dead,
right?
And he had a very tragic way of getting out of, for the most part, out of the film industry. Like, that's a bit disrespectful. And then that showed the universe from the George Reeves Superman from like the 50s, I think. Yeah, 50s, 40s, 50s. And it's widely speculated and assumed that the reason that he committed suicide was because after he got the Superman role, that's all his career became, and he wanted to be a high level, like a very formal actor. Yeah. Like he was before that role. Mm-hmm. And a lot of his family were like, yeah, like this is like he became very depressed and whatever after that fame only attached him to Superman.
Being typecasted.
Exactly. Yeah. That was the term I was looking for, typecasted. And then after that movie came out, the estate for his family was like, hey, you didn't ask our fucking permission to put our grandfather in this movie. Right. Like, that's fucking... So I remember looking at that like...
It's kind of wrong.
I don't love that.
Yeah. I don't love it either. Because this person's passed away.
Right.
And you're using their likeness. See, that's the thing. That's awful.
Yeah.
And like... I'm just afraid of them making something to where like a production company could scan like a background artist and then use them without them kind of knowing, because they signed something they didn't know they were signing. I don't know.
Right. No, that's a totally fair argument. And then especially when you get into stuff like a ton of actors get into not just comic book movies, but like IP, like IP films, like whether it's like a bunch of horror franchises or like, I know it's a franchise that's done now, but like the Mission Impossible franchise. Like, what if 50 years from now they decide to do another reboot of Mission Impossible,
right? And
they want to say like Ethan Hunt, but the Tom Cruise version of Ethan Hunt's coming back, and he's dead.
Yeah.
But they use, and the AI's evolved so much that he looks like a living, breathing Tom Cruise.
It'd be weird.
That's just strange.
And it'd be weird for the family. Like,
right.
It's just weird. I don't know. It's not right.
Yeah. So that's the stuff I kind of think about. Like, it shouldn't take over that way. But then,
I agree.
But then maybe I'm just naive because I'm not in your world. But there are some things that can't really be done by AI, maybe, like with the costume stuff. But even then, if you're creating the render of the person, the costumes are already done. Fuck. Nope, I'm wrong. Just kidding.
Stop it.
Fuck. I just undid my own argument. Never mind.
See, and it can replace almost everything, which is so scary. I don't like it.
But then you take away, like we were saying, like you take away the soul of the project.
Yeah.
Like, because at the end of the day, at least the way I digest it with movies and music as well, I think is in this category. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, it's just storytelling.
It's true.
And this is what we've been doing since we were living in caves,
right?
Bonking woolly mammoths and whatever. Is like we sat around a campfire and told stories. Mm-hmm. And taking the human element out of that, it feels like that should be illegal.
I agree, because why is it fun anymore? Why are we even doing it anymore? I don't know.
Same reason we doom scroll. You're guilty of that too. There's no way you're not.
We all are.
Yeah,
are you kidding me?
Yeah, because if you mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Yeah, okay, me too. Yeah.
It's terrible.
Because, I don't know how it is for you, but for me, I'll just be like, all right, well, I'm waiting for this thing to load, or I'm waiting for my food to whatever. I'm just like, okay, cool.
Let me look.
That's funny. And then like an hour later, it's like, fuck, what? And you see the clock on you see the time on your phone. You're like, I've been doing this.
Or when it tells you, like, if you have an iPhone, when it tells you like how long you've spent during the week on your phone.
I refuse to look at my screen time. I refuse to.
Yeah.
Like I used to refuse to look at my bank account. Because that would just make me sad.
But it used to be that. But now,
yes, screen time. I'd rather see how fucking broke I am than look at my screen time.
It's like 20 hours later.
Probably. But fucking, if I had to guess what my screen time was, 8 hours? 10 maybe?
It's 10.
Yeah. It's probably bad. Now I have this really bad habit. I need to get out of it where like I have to fall asleep to something.
Nope. Dude.
And I
think that we're all the fucking same way.
Do you do that too?
Yes.
What do you fall asleep to? I promise mine is weirder. I promise mine is.
It's usually The Office.
Hell yeah.
But it can be other stuff. I also have a signed book by Angela Kinsey and Jenna
Fisher.
Yeah.
No shit.
I do.
Nice.
Yes.
I used to listen to their podcast a while back.
I fucking love their podcast.
Yeah.
It's literally their Office Ladies book. But anyway, what's yours? I want to know.
So it started with like podcasts or like I feel like you would like them. There's a film channel. It's called Red Letter Media. Do you know who they are?
Sounds kind of familiar.
They do a bunch
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, they do a bunch of movie reviews, and they go like they'll do like super obscure movies, and they're like and like Macaulay Culkin will work with them sometimes, and like Jack Quaid will work with them now recently. It's a really fun.
That's dope.
Yeah, so I started stuff like that, and then I was like, there was a period of time on YouTube where people would upload like these 10-hour like continuous like Family Guy episodes.
Oh my god!
So I was like, okay, I'd fall asleep to that.
Yeah,
and then my algorithm started getting really specific, and it was like, oh, it's a black screen, but I'm falling asleep to it, so I'm not watching it. So I just have it on my phone next to me, and it's like a black screen, but it's like the audio of like the first season of SpongeBob.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, oh, sick, that's cool.
So you could just listen to it.
Right, and then it's like, well, it's the audio, so black screen, audio from SpongeBob, and then like rain noises lightly behind it, or like a fan noise.
Together.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Interesting.
It got like real specific. And I was like, this is fucking weird. I'm going to try it. And I turned on the fan and was like, oh, this is kind of nice. I feel like a kid again. Okay.
This is fucking weird. Click.
Yeah. So it was like my screen time is probably a bit askewed from that, but not by very much.
Well, we're all guilty of it.
Let's see.
Mine's fucking worse. I know it is.
Okay, screen time.
What is it?
It's maybe this is a good thing too. It says it's down 26% from last week, but the week is also just started.
Yeah, it's Monday. 9 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
That is a work shift.
Oh, don't put it like that.
I always think of stuff like that. I'm like, how long did I just spend on my fucking phone, dude? Oh. But in my defense, I do have to be on my phone for work, so.
Yeah, it's only work that you use your phone for?
No.
Yeah, so.
But.
So yeah, maybe like I don't get a lot of. I do get a decent amount of sleep now that I work from home, but like, that's not good.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's not good. Anywho, this has been a lot of fun.
I agree. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're a damn joy.
Thank
you for coming and doing this.
Of course, anytime.
Where can people find you on social media? How can they support you and like, with your modeling and everything that you do?
Yeah, thank you. The really only social media that I'm super active on is my Instagram, and that's at emily.zumwalt. My last name is Zumwalt.
Sweet, and I will put that in the description as well.
Thank you.
Seriously, though, like I said in the beginning, congratulations on making your life the way it has. I mean, it is rare that a lot of people that people can fill their day doing things that they thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah, I'm very blessed and very fortunate that I had a mom that helped me. You know, I don't know if I'd be here without that, as cheesy as it is.
That's real, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's awesome. Good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming and doing this. Thank you, everyone, for listening and watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.